cleansed the den of evil. You've earned my trust, and may yet restore my faith in humanity. Your reward is training in the skill of your choice.
Well, what she means by that is that we have a skill point without gaining a level, which is really good. We're going to put it into Ray Skeleton because we can. Let's see, 3 skeletons, damage. You know what, actually, I'm going to put it into Skeletal Mastery. Since the first 3 levels give you 3, and then after that, it's every 3 levels gives you an additional 1. It's kind of front-loaded to get up to 3 and then kind of coast for a while. And I do want them to be able to do damage. So first, let's identify this thing that we might actually want to wear because I don't have enough days to keep me from taking total hits. Let's see. 20 defense, 1 to life. Lightning and poison resist are all good. Attacker taking damage isn't all that great, but we can wear it. So why not? That'll also change what we look like a little bit. So see, I have the shoulder pads now. Kind of neat. This Eagle Orb probably won't sell for all that much. As a matter of fact, it's probably not even worth the purchase of a Scroll of Identify in order to get it, so let's just sell it unidentified for the lesser price. And sell that as well, we're not going to be using it. Rejuvenation potions heal a flat percentage of your health and mana, and they also do it instantly. So these are a panic button of sorts. They tend to be pretty good for that. So, we probably don't need a panic button at this level. Let's see. Helms, 9% better chance of magic items. You know what? I'm not really spending that on anything else. And I'm probably also not ever going to use diamonds, so let's just get rid of that. Nice and clean. Well, anyway, we've been left without a quest, having rid the den of evil of monsters. This is your stash. It's another 40 spaces of inventory, the same size as your backpack area. And right now, it's empty. It used to be half that, but they eventually gave you another once over again, the inventory space. You may have noticed that different kinds of items take up different inventory spaces, and we'll get to playing inventory Tetris eventually when we pick up things that are worthwhile. I can store gold here as well. If you store gold in your stash, it will not be taken from you when you die. The main penalty for death in softcore being an amount of gold that you lose. I don't really plan on dying, but I wouldn't mind showing it off. That was the quest going, that sound. Little thing over it. Let's get another quest. Why not?
Welcome, Outlander, to our glorious hovel. I know you're here to challenge the evil that's driven us from our ancestral home. But know this. Akara may be our spiritual leader, but I command the rogues in battle. It will take more than just killing a few beasts in the wilderness to earn my trust.
What if I killed a lot of beasts?
My rogue scouts have just reported an abomination in the monastery graveyard. Apparently, Andariel is not content to take only our living. Bloodraven, one of our finest captains in the battle against Diablo at Tristram, was also one of the first to be corrupted by Andariel. Now you'll find her in the monastery graveyard, raising our dead as zombies. We cannot abide this defilement.
We can't?
Truly our ally. You will help us destroy her.
Well, I think ultimately they could abide that defilement, but I think we'll leave that for later. Anyway, that has opened up a quest. The second quest. Oh, cool looking icon on it. It says go find Bloodraven and get her. It also gives us a hint about where to find her. But before we leave, we should talk to Akara, because I want to trade for a Scroll of Town Portal. And that took money out of my stash directly, so you don't ever have to worry about pulling money in and out of the stash. Kind of a weird mechanic, frankly. Not very useful. Now, Scrolls of Town Portal are one use, and you can go back and then the portal will disappear. But in this case, I don't really want to pop out of the Den of Evil, so I'm just going to leave out the front door. Or main gate. Let's see. Actually cleared up most of the Blood Moor. Oh, and of course, the first enemy drops a Scroll of Town Portal. Well, since I have one, slot over here. It'll automatically go into my belt, so that's not bad. Ugh, a dead rogue. What a shame. Let's see, I mentioned attack rating before, but not defense. They're on opposite sides of an equation to determine how you hit. It's sort of D20 Dungeons & Dragons style. There's some dice rolling going on in the background, and in general, you always have a 5% chance of hitting and a 5% chance of missing, like rolling a 1 and rolling a 20 respectively. I guess rocks are clean enough. Let's tilt one over. Well, it's somewhat of a waste. Now that we have satisfied Flavi.
Beware. Beyond lies mortal danger for the likes of you.
Oh, you're just saying that. Mortal danger. What a jokester, Flavi. Another loose rock with nothing. I kind of wanted to make the trap noise so that you learn what that's about. Anyway, we've come up to our first waypoint. You have to click a waypoint to activate it, and the waypoints you have unlocked are bound to your character. Oh, looks like Dave's doing okay. We have a new enemy type over here. The Dark Hunter. These are fallen rogues. I think they're supposed to be the zombies that so-and-so was talking about. Kasia. They're not actually undead, though, so I don't know why they're fighting for Andariel and why they look all funny-colored. They're like from an old-timey movie or something. Did you hear a gem? I heard a gem. Ah, chipped emerald, it says. Oh, I see. Bishibosh, of course. Bishibosh is another super unique monster. He can also revive the fallen, so he's kind of a pain. Let's keep these guys on the move here. I could make use of my 1 damage to attacker armor like that. You saw the little sunburst go over him, but really, I would rather not take the hits. Monsters are rather gross to begin with. And eventually, Dave is powerful enough to take him down, so let's just keep that train a-rolling. Each of these guys, one of these guys should be minions of Bishibosh. I don't know where they went. And Bishibosh is another one of these super unique monsters. He has 2 item drops. He's always in the same place, more or less. And he's always fire enchanted. The same way that Corpse Fire is always spectral hit. There. That's much quieter. Now, let's see what we've earned. Junk. More junk. I'll take a light mana potion, at least. A gray dagger. Well, let me carefully click on the gold. Frankly, I probably shouldn't even click on the gold while there are monsters about. I might miss and click on one of the monsters. That'd be tragic if I actually hit one. Yellow quilted armor. I do believe that is our first yellow item. Oh, no it isn't. What am I talking about? This is a yellow item too. The same way blue items are magic, they have 1 or 2 mods, which come as prefixes and suffixes that follow, item tables, and there's lots of mechanics behind what kind of item you get, and I'm sure we'll eventually have time to discuss all that. Rare items can choose between 4 and 6. So yeah, there we go. 4 mods. This is not better than what we already have. Matter of fact, it's strictly worse. Look at that. 1 to life, less defense, same poison resist, minus lightning resist, and attack. Yeah, this is just worse. That's It's very rare that that comes up, a strict downgrade. Take the key. More potions are always nice. Eventually we're going to stop picking up those, though, because I will have all the potions I require. What else can I say about the Cold Plains? Well, Bloodraven's area is actually separated from the main path, so it's a bit of an offshoot. All the areas that we've been in so far are procedurally generated, and while you run along, the auto-mapper goes and shows you what they're about. If you save and exit the game and then come back, the map will be the same, so you can kind of learn a map that way. But if you go to a different character, if you go online... Well, Haze Rend the Unholy over here, he was a unique monster, but he died pretty quickly, so I couldn't talk about him all that much. He was a cursed monster, which was going over Dave's there. Anyway, if you go online with your character, or if you go to a different character and then come back, your map will be re-rolled and it will be random again, so there's not all that much to gain from learning a map. Just sort of go through it. There are certain maps that are always the same, and I'm sure there will be a time to talk about those as well. Let's see what we have over here. Just Fallen Shaman. That's probably fine. Oh, a chest. Yet another crude sash. Generally speaking, monsters have a 1 in 5 chance of dropping anything at all, and from there, they have other tables that determine what kind of stuff they can drop, how good it is. I'm minorly boosting it right now with my 9% better chance of getting magic items. This will increase your chances not only of getting any drop, but also getting that drop to be a higher quality magic or rare item. In the first act, the paths more or less go the way you want to go. So let's see if this one leads to the graveyard. Whoop. Let's go ahead and boost a Dave here. Okay, good. Let's boost strength this time. I am going to want to wear armor, even though we don't make total use of it. Any way at all that I can live is probably good. Okay, so we walk off of that. This is the burial grounds. This is actually the... Yes, this is the quest area, so it's somewhat of a dead end, but it's also where we wanted to end up. Oh, look, opposing Daves. Well, mine are far more powerful, so that's not too big a deal. Let's take a look at this scepter. It might also have auto mods. It has +1 to Defiance. That is a paladin skill, and we can't ever use it. This is +1 to Might. Generally speaking, weapons and other items that have auto mods on them will sell for more, so that's the kind of stuff that you want to keep and sell later. Let's take a look at what the quest is, although we more or less already know. Oh yes, kill that person that we were told to kill. Well, sure. Now, before we go into the central area, which is where Bloodraven always is, yet another super unique monster, we really want to clear out the surrounding area. Oh, a superior scepter. This can happen every now and again, too. A superior item will have a kind of built-in auto magic mod to it without being a magic item. So this one has +2 to attack rating. That's not worth anything, though. Especially not for us. We want rods. Might even talk to Akara about her rods if we get enough gold. Calling Bloodraven just another super unique monster is selling her short a little bit. She gets a unique set of abilities on monsters and has somewhat unique sprites and animation. Most all the models in this game were 3D rendered and then taken snapshots of, so it's not actually doing much 3D work except for the lighting effects. Also gives the game a very unique look. I think it still looks good. I really like this. course, that probably made half the thread and all the zoo laugh at me for it, but I don't mind. This is one of my favorite games. This is comfort food for me. I just feel so at home with a bunch of skeletons doing my bidding. Okay, we cleared out the environs. That means that we have somewhere to run to if the fight goes bad. And frankly, it might. The Bloodraven fight benefits from you focusing her down, and I have kind of a hard time getting Dave to do that.
Join my army of the dead.
You know what? Same to you. How about you join my army of the dead? Of course, she gets to cheat and create zombies from nothing. Cheaty face. Hold on, let me try and lock her in place. It's very hard to do. She actually has a lot of different places to run, but... yeah. Eventually, you might be able to get her trapped in a corner. She's very fast, too. I don't want to mistakenly click on her while we're doing that. Oh, but already did. That's not too bad. Oh, we get a chipped amethyst, and we leave a club behind. That was pretty good.
Bloodraven, rest well.
Because her soul ascended there, I cannot use her corpse to make a monster, even though I could use it on, say, Hungry Dead or a skeleton. I could raise a skeleton from a skeleton. How great is this game? Off to the left and right, we have bonus dungeons. That's the mausoleum, as it says. This one should just be the crypt, I think. Yeah, the crypt. There are lots of bonus dungeons in the game, and I'm going to be going into at least one of them. Depending on how I feel, we'll do more. Oop! Skeleton at a barrel! There we go. Gotta be careful about those. Never know when you might find a skeleton in a barrel. Bonus dungeons don't have any quests to them, but they will have a reward. Let's see if we can get to one. Oh, a scroll of town portal. Well, we'll eventually want to do that. So let's just throw one down. Oh, hey, look. A ring and a scroll to identify it. Well, you know what, game? I'll follow your lead. Rings, like amulets, are always magic, and they have mods to them, but they don't offer you anything other than that. This one gives me +1 to light radius, which is mostly cosmetic. In Diablo 1, light radius would control monster AI, and having a lower light radius was actually to your benefit. But in this one, it just sort of brightens your arc here. You can kind of see that going. Getting a tiny bit brighter. I don't know if the codec is catching that, but it is expanding my aura somewhat. Pretty early on, the developers realized that plus to light radius didn't actually do anything, so they tried to sweeten the deal by including the attack rating in light radius things. I guess the idea is that you can see better, so it's easier to hit people. I don't know if I want that rare club or not. Ooh, an undefiled grave. Let's defile it. Ooh, another skeleton. And, a fulminating potion. Another fulminating potion. Well, I think that's probably going to be our first and last blush at potions that you can attack for damage. These are really neat in the early game. You don't need any particular skill to use them, and they're a missile attack that will explode a little bit. And they do kind of a lot of damage for the early game, but they taper off in effectiveness very quickly, so there's really no build-around-me version of those. The closest thing to a build-around-me version is an assassin skill that lets you just throw one for nothing. It's spend mana to make one out of nowhere. Oh, there are barrels blocking this door, so I have to kick at least one of them down. What else did we find? I think there was a health shrine on the way. This is our first charm. It's also magic, and I can't identify it yet, so we'll come back to that in a minute, just as soon as I can identify it. Actually, it would be nice, be very nice if I could have Scroll of Identify. Ah, there it is. Our reward, a glimmering chest. Almost all bonus dungeons have a chest of this sort at the bottom of them. When you click it, it explodes into wealth. Get a lot of item drops. Mana potion, boots, healing potion. Just plain old healing and mana potion heal a great deal more than the regular amount. So if I get rid of these, that is a better one. So is that. What else do we have? Mana potion here. That's slightly better than the light mana potion. Yeah, we have way too many scrolls of Town Portal too, so let's just spend one of those. Alright, so, among other things,
I can hardly believe that you
we have earned yet another minion.
Though she was once my closest friend, I pray that her tortured spirit remains banished forever. You have earned my respect, stranger, and the allegiance of the rogues. I have placed several of my best warriors at your disposal.
Okay, well, one of your best warriors is named Paige. This is a hireling. It's our first one. Unfortunately, she is very low level, so I might be firing her soon. We'll see, though. First of all, hirelings can wear equipment.
Put that to good use.
So she has an armor slot, a weapon slot, which she can use to equip bows, and a helmet slot, which she should... no, I kind of like my helmet. Matter of fact... Yeah. Make my helmet even better. Let's see if we can find her a bow. I don't care about her helmet now because she is a ranged attacker and Dave will be taking up most of the damage for her. Akara, though, is going to... Oh, you're interested in me again, aren't you?
Hello.
Yes, hello.
It is clear that we are facing an evil difficult to comprehend, let alone combat. There is only one Haradrim sage, schooled in the most arcane history and lore, who could advise us. His name is Deckard Cain.
Perhaps you've heard of him.
To Tristram and find him, my friend. I pray that he still lives.
Alright, well, I'm not interested in that right now. I would rather sell these off. They also sell for quite a great deal. They stack, which is another reason that they sell for so much. These are probably outclassed already. Do I ever need this? I don't ever need the amethyst. The emerald might actually be something, though. Let's identify our charm and then talk about it. This one is the Grand Charm of Life. Charms are a means of equipping things in your inventory itself. For as long as you have this in your inventory, you'll have 7 more life. So you'll see over on the bottom left, my life is changing from 82 to 89. Pretty neat. That sells for a bunch. That also sells for a bunch. Let's buy 2 more of those. Okay. And also junk. At least it sold for more than the scroll cost. Let's see. You could possibly have a weapon for me. Teeth and amp damage. Things I can't equip. +2 to raise skeleton. That would be nice, but it's way out of my price range. Amp damage. 1 to skeleton mastery. +2 to raise skeleton. Let's see, required level 6. I'm very close to that, and it would be an upgrade. It's not enough of an upgrade, though. We can get one that is way, way better, so we'll be coming back to you soon enough. And I think that's all I wanted to do here. Let's talk to Charcy for the first time. She's the blacksmith in town and can repair our equipment. You might have noticed that number 2, but all of our equipment has durability on it, and when it breaks, it will no longer confer those bonuses on you. So it's good to keep your equipment repaired.
Hi there, I'm Charcy, the blacksmith here in camp. It's good to see some strong adventurers around here. Many of our sisters fought bravely against Diablo when he first attacked the town of Tristram.
Boy, you people are talkative.
They came back to us true veterans, bearing some really powerful items. Seems like their victory was short-lived, though. Most of them are now corrupted by Andariel.
I don't mind it all that much. Gives me a chance to have some coffee. Anyway, Charcy being the blacksmith means she has the repair option. You can either click repair and click on an item to repair it. This used to be the only way to do it, by the way. Or they later introduced the repair all equipment button, which is really all you should ever do now. It costs you some money, and the more pricey the item, the more it costs to repair. This doesn't mean all that much now, but when we get an item that costs a ton to repair, I'll let you know. Probably isn't going to happen for a long time, though. Let's see. We want a bow from you, so do you have a bow? Let's see. Well, it's cheap. It's a bow. It has a feature required level 3. You know what? That's enough of an upgrade that I'm going to let her grow into this one. Somehow Paige is able to fire arrows without a bow at all. It's pretty special of her, but you know what? I'm not going to tell a rogue her business.